Oh, I just want to talk for a second about the impeachment of Donald Trump hearings, specifically pertaining to what Adam Schiff has been saying today. I just tuned in a few minutes ago and listened to Adam Schiff talk about how the problem started in 2016 when President Trump, and he played a 10-second soundbite of President Trump asking Russia to find the 30,000 deleted emails of Hillary Clinton. And he said that was the first time Donald Trump betrayed our country. And by the way, it was very much a joke. He was like, oh, I hope Russia can find the 30,000 emails. You can find the soundbite for yourself if you want. But the point is, that was his first point in proving that Donald Trump betrayed our country. And then he goes on and he talks about how poor innocent Joe Biden is being falsely accused by the president. And it doesn't take, I don't understand how this is even a debate. It doesn't take much common sense to see that someone's unqualified son is given a very lofty title and position with a huge paycheck, having no prior qualifications, that there's something there. When your kid's kicked out of the whatever military, Marines, Navy, whatever, for coke, and then all of a sudden he's given a $500,000 a year or however much it was. I'm not going to start debating over the little details. The point is, his kid's completely unqualified. He got this huge job opportunity, and it's in a country where his daddy is doing dealings based on his title and position. But no, Mr. Biden, then vice president, was completely innocent, and Trump's out of line. But then the best part is he looks at Congress, Schiff, and he says, what if it wasn't Joe? What if it was one of us? Would you want the president of the United States looking to investigate you? Oh, and by the way, he told a member of our Congress that just today that he wants to continue looking into the Joe Biden thing. And then he poses the question, would you want this to happen to you? If it was one of you members of... First off, the American people want every last one of you members of Congress investigated. We want every last one of you and your history and your kids. Where are your kids working? How'd they get that job? How much money are you pocketing? We want all of you investigated. That's why we elected him in the first place. So I don't know what you're talking about. Do you want this to happen to you? Guess what? We put you there. We don't trust you anymore. And yes, we want you investigated. So I don't know what you're talking about when you say, oh, how would you feel if it was you? You've got to put this man's shoes on and see how it feels. And then he tries to keep on, like, Schiff can't move on. Adam Schiff cannot move on from this Russia thing. The Russia probe proved to be unfruitful. It bared no fruit. In regards to the president, it flopped. It was a 2.5, 3-year flop, and he can't let it go. So he's continuing this game of bringing up Russia. He talked about Ukraine-Russian war and how we're just like you got to go watch it for yourself or not. It might make you as angry as I am right now. But he's talking about how Trump again and again betrayed the trust of the American people. Oh, and by the way, none of the points that he made are impeachable offenses. They're not even offenses. They're what we want. He literally ran on, I'm going to drain the swamp. When he begins to try to drain the swamp, you all panic because normally you're used to people who get elected being full of it and not doing anything and not fulfilling their promises. But when this man tries to fulfill his promises to the people that elected him, you panic, you freak out, and you impeach him based on nothing. And it's going to blow up in your face. I promise it's going to blow up. Do you want to know how I know? Because nobody is this stupid except for your followers and your base. And that is shrinking. It is dramatically shrinking. So I promise you, Schiff. I promise you, Pelosi. I promise you, all you beautiful people, beautiful, beautiful people, you're in so much trouble. You're going to fight tooth and nail to hold on to your seats. Just be ready. Because in 200 and some odd days, the real judge gets to weigh in. And we are going to weigh in. And every last thing you're doing now is being seen. Even if we're not watching hour upon hour of the 24/7 news cycle, we know what's going on. We're not stupid, and we're going to come after you. We're going to take your seat. We're going to give it to somebody else, and we're going to try again. We're going to try again until we get it right. I promise you that. We don't give up this easily. I don't understand how this is so complicated. This is so dang complicated for you. Just stop, because it's going to backfire. It's already backfiring. You're in so much hot water. I wouldn't be surprised if 50% lose your seat. There might be another Democrat that plays you, hopefully someone with a little bit more common sense. But it wouldn't shock me at all. We'll see. 200 some days. Time's ticking.